young folk. It's with the old who cannot adapt to the change to bridge the gap of the relationship in the church. Just because we never had a computer don't mean it's wrong.
Right.
To have one. I fought a brother. Matter of fact, he's my kinfolk too. When we put screens up, he disagreed with us down there. He came by one Sunday. He said, I'm going to pull your coattail. He said, that's wrong to have them up. And so, sometimes some things are better off left alone, if you understand what I'm saying. But a week later, he called me. He said, listen, the Super Bowl is coming, and I want you to come to the house because I bought a 72-inch screen.
Lord have mercy.
You know what I did? I taught the principle and the lesson of the principle that needs to be applied in the lesson or from the lesson. Okay? Guess what? Now they got it. Technology, we didn't have it 25, 30, 40 years ago. That's right. That don't mean it's wrong to have it today. Watch this. Let me show you something. Some of us can't see that good.
All right.
And change helps us. All change is not bad change.
Man.
Some of us can't see. Before you can find the page in the songbook, he's through singing. Oh, you don't hear all the pages and the noise. We learn to do things, what? Decently
And in order.
and in order. That's the preacher's job, is to set. Let me go back quickly. Let's go back over to where you was reading.
Yes, sir.
I knew when we started this that session 2 is probably, I hit it because that's what he asked me to do, but there's so much here in leadership
Yes, sir.
that we need to have more in-house workshops so we can reach levels of maturity in God's kingdom. Read that again.
That thou shouldst set things in order that are wanting, and ordain elders in every city as I
Set
appointed thee.
things in order. Where there is no order, God says, I'm not the author
Confusion.
of confusion. Matter of fact, he says, let there be no what? Division among you. But that you may be what?
Perfectly
Perfectly joined together.
furnished.
Thoroughly furnished. But what? Joined together in what? One mind. I wish I had time to deal with mindset.
All right.
Because we got to adopt the right mindset in order to become the church that Jesus built. And to go out, if we're going to be effective in the community, effective in the cities and towns, then the church has got to be together.
Amen.
They have got to be in unity. Okay? So we've got to set, the preacher has to set, and he got a job. Because he got to love folk who are getting ready to fight. They get that amen on that.
That's all right.
And I'll tell you, if you see, that's why most people, our brother, even sister in church, don't even understand the minister's role and responsibility, because if they did, they'll stop doing some of the stuff that they're doing.
Amen.
If you understood his role and his responsibility, why God, watch this, God doesn't, watch this, God sends.
Yes, sir.
I tell every congregation, Brother Skip, do the same thing. They need a minister to pray, let God send you somebody. Because if you go out and pick who you want,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
there are a lot of preachers who will stay here for a check, but they won't preach the truth or do anything else.
All right.
But there are men that's preaching the gospel. You know, we're 22 years December at
Yes, sir.
South Main.
Amen.
Brother Ellis, you sitting back there. That been a whole lot of time we didn't agree, but we still together.
Amen.
Ain't that right, Brother Ellis? He didn't see it my way. I didn't see it his way. We had to come to terms that it wasn't neither one of our way. It was God's way.
Amen.
Okay? But we didn't fall out and take our marbles and run somewhere.
Amen.
We stayed under construction. Okay, all right.
But before we turn out, Brother Skippy wanted to give him a chance to.
Okay.
I just want to elaborate on the thing that he has said. When you go to a congregation, what you have to do is, when you have the older tradition and then you have the younger, you got to teach that everybody, number one, is important.
Man.
Everybody is important. But also you got to understand that sometimes, if you've been in the church a long time, you might not see some things that needs to change, but you got some fresh eyes. And what I mean by that, Nehemiah. When you go back to Nehemiah, those people didn't really understand. They've been there so long, they didn't understand the need to rebuild a wall. Because the wall was a very important thing. And so what God done was sent some fresh eyes to help them to see the need to have this wall. So what I'm saying is that when it comes to passing the baton, you have to help them to understand that you are still important.
Right.
You have to learn to pass the baton. But then when you pass the baton, God has another baton for you waiting.
That's right.
And that baton might be for you to encourage and support the one that's now leading. And so, but you're still important. You still use your wisdom to help them in the right direction.
Okay.
But they're using their eyes to help you to see some things that you didn't see. So it's a teamwork effort.
Amen.
That's good. That's great.
Nobody is being discarded. Nobody's being put aside. But everybody is important.
Amen.
So that means that, again, somebody else has the baton now, but God has put you in a place where you got another baton. And that baton might be to help support and encourage the work.
And along with that, sometimes when you don't understand, you need to hold up.
Yes, sir.
And sometimes not only hold up, but you got to hold out until your understanding comes. Let me give you an illustration. Brother, let's see, who's the, Dad, how old are you?
78.
78. Brother, Dad, how old are you? 53. There's a gap there that needs to be bridged. Here's the key. If what you see is all you see, then you don't see all there is to see. That's why he said we work together
Amen.
in a harmonious relationship to get the job done.
Amen.
What both of us are doing in God's kingdom, number one, is making him look good so he can get the glory. And so number two, we can be edified or built up. All right. When I come back, I do need to give the definition of spiritual leadership. When we come back,